By my troth, a good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
No, no, faith, thou singest well enough.
And he had been a dog that should have howled thus, they'd have hanged him.
Come hither, Leonato. What was it you told me of today? That your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Signor Benedick?
I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom she hath in all outward behaviors seemed ever to abhor.
Is't possible?
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh, God! Counterfeit! There was never counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? You heard my daughter tell you how?
She did indeed.
How, I pray you? You amaze me!
I should think there's a trick, but that the grey-bearded fellow speaks it.
Has she made her affection known to Benedick?
No, swears she never will. That's her torment. She'll be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock till she have writ a sheet of paper.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, curses. Oh, sweet Benedick, God give me patience.
She does indeed. My daughter says so. My daughter is sometime afeard that she will do a desperate outrage to herself. It is very true.
It were good that Benedick knew of it.
What end? He would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
I'm sorry for her.
I pray you, tell Benedick of it, and hear what he will say.
Were it good, think you?
Hero thinks surely she will die. For she says she will die if he love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known, and she will die if he woo her.
If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit.
Oh!
I love Benedick well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how much he is unworthy so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If he do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectations.
Let the same net be spread for her, and that must your daughter and a gentlewoman carry. Let us send Beatrice to call him in to dinner.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. Love me! Why?
It must be requited. I hear how I am censured.
They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she will rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear their detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair, 'tis a truth, I can bear them witness, and virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it, and wise.
But for loving me, by my troth, it is no addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her.
I may chance to have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me because I have railed so long against marriage. But Does not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall these quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humour? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. There! Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
There, Beatrice! I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
You take pleasure, then, in the message?
Yea, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point. You have no stomach, Signor? Fare you well.
Ha! Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner. There's a double meaning in that.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince, and my new-trothed lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it. But I persuaded them, if they loved Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man. But nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn ride sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. And her wit values itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love.
Sure, I think so. Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No. Rather, I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passion.
Do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick.
He's the only man of Italy. Always accepted, my dear Claudia.
When are you married, madam?
Why, every day. Tomorrow.
Ah. She's limed, I warrant you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by haps. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell. And maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedick, love on. I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. For others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly.